Hello, friends and enemies. It's Aaron. Another day in the political world, watching our country implode with insane rhetoric and insanity is a never-ending comedy. And what was on the comedy agenda? Well, this happened yesterday, but it's still going on, and it's hysterical. So we have this really inept senator who should be gotten out of office as soon as possible, along with like Dianne Feinstein and Kirsten Gillibrand and etc. But this really crappy senator, who is, to me, just like Bernie Sanders, trying to remain somehow relevant when they are so irrelevant and worthless and cowards, named Elizabeth Warren, who's been claiming for years that she is Native American. She is Native American. Well, she finally took a DNA test, and what did the DNA test say? Well, if you're a logical human being and you have common sense and you can think, you would say, no, she's not at all. Because according to her DNA test, she is 1,024th%, not even close to 1 at all, 1,024th% Native American. Which means nothing, 0. She's actually, I think, more Mexican or something. And by these statistics, the average European American, which is a good chunk of this population here, is actually more Native American than even she is. But if you're on the far left or Democrat, you're like, no, that proves conclusively she's Native American. It proves it. It proves she is, because she's 0.1 da da da. No, my friends, it doesn't say that you're Native American. Sorry to inform you. And then when the actual tribes come out stating clearly themselves, she is in no way Native American and could not even qualify whatsoever. That does not make it so. Just because she's a woman and she's a Democrat does not make the words that come out of her mouth true or make it so. And it's been hysterical to watch, because when she first released her results, the press, the far-leaning left press, jumped all over it and was like so excited because they're so desperate for anything they can get. Because instead of telling real news, they just got to spread stuff like this, claiming, oh my God, she has conclusive evidence and it proves conclusively. And then somewhere down the bottom, in very small words, it said these things, or not at all. And then later on, they had to issue more retractions to their stories, especially like the Boston Globe had to issue all these retractions saying, well, we were kind of got the math wrong. It's actually such a small percentage that's even minuscule. Oh, interesting, right? And now these same press outlets and news organizations and their late night talk show hosts are trying to spin it around and twist it into making the people who are calling out this fallacy as insensitive, or they're horrible, or that they're the bad guys. What? Are we so weak? Have we gotten so weak that we can't claim responsibility for messing up? I don't respect Elizabeth Warren, but I would greatly respect her, or give her the benefit of the doubt, if she just came out and simply said, wow, whoops, this is simply a story that my parents told me. I guess it's not really true. They were confused by it, and I'm not Native American. I was wrong, and my tests show that I'm such a small percentage that most people are more Native American than me. I could then have some respect for that person of taking responsibility. If you support people like this, who can't take responsibility for their lies, who can't take responsibility for messing up, and you listen to news sources that consistently publish false headlines, clickbait articles, just because they're desperate and they have such hatred in their heart to match the hatred in your heart because you don't like someone politically, and you just follow along, what does it make you? Does it make you someone trying to actually solve problems and bring people together? Because that's what actually has to happen to solve things. You can't just pass laws and regulate people out. I mean, I guess that's the Democrat solution, is to try to pass enough laws to censor and use their resources to censor enough other people and push them out of the way so there's not even real conversation happening anymore. But where is like the integrity? That's what I'm more curious about. Where is the integrity? And maybe I'm just wrong, because maybe I don't realize that Elizabeth Warren is trans race. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but it's a new thing. Oh, actually, it's been around for a little while. I think since 2015, or maybe a little bit before. That's when I first saw articles about it. But trans race, it means that genetically you are one race, but you identify with another race. So that means you can just say that you're that race, and everyone has to go, okay, yes, you are that race, and we believe you. And just, this comes from the far left, obviously. And since Elizabeth Warren is a woman and we must believe every word she says, and maybe she's just trans race and a woman, so we should just let it go and be like, cool, no problem. You can lie all you want. Even though the proof shows you're completely wrong, except for that 1/1200 millionth percent. What if we just stopped supporting the hogwash, the bullshit, and grew some balls and called people out? And stopped harboring such hatred towards people who don't agree with us politically, where we're willing to say whatever we can, even though it's not true, to destroy them and manipulate the stories or not tell the real story. Because if you are complicit in that, that makes you just as bad as the people you condemn. I know many of you will not care about that and will continue to do the same thing because you only care about, well, I don't know what you actually care about. But anyway, we'll be back tomorrow with some more fun politics. Have an amazing day.